What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Vina Entertainment News. There she is. Kenya wrote in her caption, "Meet the love of my life. Brooklyn Doris Daily." Read our exclusive People article on stands today. Baby Daily, Brooklyn, Miracle Baby, Love, Family, Dreams Do Come True. And I went ahead and added, family in the caption. It's just something that's well-rounded because YouTube, you tripping, you put love of my life or something like that, and it's like, oh, your content is not suitable for advertisers and block your video. Like, YouTube is so strict now. You have to watch the keywords and terms that you use. But anyways, that was her caption. I'm currently on people.com and I'm doing a screen record because in as much as I'm sure People magazine is fully aware that their image is going to be reposted, retweeted, just everywhere. The image is still, the copyright is all belongs to People magazine, and all of that, because all credit goes to them. But I'm going to zoom in a little bit since I'm doing the screen record. It's going to be in the middle of the screen. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys to get a closer look of adorable baby Brooklyn Doris Daily in her debut. As you can see, Kenya chose our top pick, this dress right here. Remember the video? I'm just going to insert the video as I talk. Don't worry, I'm going to bring Brooklyn back on the screen and I'm going to zoom in on her face. But this video right here when Kenya was basically showing us different pieces that she wanted Brooklyn to wear. Two dresses in that video that look similar, but one of them have some glitter going on with a bigger bow and ruching in the front, and the other one is basically a very soft and comfortable looking material that have like the bow on, and then some like tutu or ruching around the waist area. So no, not the one with the glitter, but the one with the pink bow on the top, and then some like tulle design or tutu design around the waist area. It looks like that's the one she went with, because in the picture you can clearly see that she didn't have the one with the huge, bow on the side. So I just wanted to point that out, that there were two dresses that look similar, but Kenya went with the other one that didn't have all that, shining glitter material on it. That's what she's wearing. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in now for you guys to see. Aww. Zoom in some more. I'll go up. Look at her. Hi, Brooklyn. Of course, stunning Kenya Moore. Zoom in on that rock, though. I know I've seen her rank before. I'm just being silly, but this is like when sometimes I'm like, you know what, I can't wait. I'm still going to keep this whole process right here of me just coming on and talking this way, but sometimes I feel like, certain videos and certain topics, I need to be on camera first. I needed you guys to see my first reaction when I got the notification, the Kenya Moore notification. I needed you guys to see my reaction. Just picture me stopping whatever I'm doing. Okay, if I was at my camera setup and all of that, just sliding towards my office, probably missing the chair and almost falling. Okay. Because it's breaking news to talk about this. Just picture that. Yes, that was my reaction. I was just, doing my thing, going on about my day. I'm like, you know what? Actually, I was in the process of saying, you know what? I've been doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta news too much. I have 2 more stories coming about Candy and other people. Okay, I don't want to take away from Kenya, so I'm not going to mention those other people's names in this video. But Candy support her, so let's go ahead and stick with Candy. But I was like, about to do the story on Michelle Williams, because a few days ago, Michelle Williams announced that her engagement is over. So I'm like, you know what, girl, you didn't cover this story. You already covered Michelle Williams' story, even though it happened a few days ago. Go ahead and give your input. So I'm over here, recording my Michelle Williams story, okay? And then I'm like, oh yeah, Michelle, I love you, girl, but Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. And of course, she's done a lot of other things after, the group. So I don't want to take that away from her. But I was like, Michelle, girl, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put you on hold. We have to talk about Kenya and Brooklyn real quick. So, of course, you guys have seen Brooklyn at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and read the article directly from peoplemagazine.com. The link is in the description below. Okay, the link to the article is in the description below for those of you who did not read the article yet. So if you want to put me on pause and go and read the article for yourself and come back, that will be great. But I'm going to be doing a part 1, a part 2. There's going to be a lot of different videos on Kenya Moore because in no way, like I said, she had all of those little outfits of Brooklyn, all right, for her photo shoot. There's no way she did hair and makeup for just one picture, okay? They picked the best one, but I'm sure there are going to be more images coming up, and there's going to be the family image with Kenya, Mark, her husband, and Brooklyn. But for her initial announcement, she chose this image right here. So just giving people time to read the article, all of that. And then I'm sure, in a few days, we're going to get more pictures. So let me go ahead from all the way to the top and get into this article. The title, Meet Brooklyn Doris. All right, Kenya Moore introduces daughter for first time after scary pregnancy crisis. All right. Kenya Moore's road to motherhood was full of ups and downs, but the latest chapter in her journey has one beautiful and happy ending. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum 47 recently became a first-time mom, welcoming newborn daughter Brooklyn Doris on November 4th. Quote, this is from Kenya, I finally have everything I've dreamt of. She gushes to people, posing with her adorable baby girl for the first time in an exclusive spread for this week's issue. All right. She's so perfect in so many ways, adds Moore, who says Brooklyn makes 101 faces that always make her laugh. This little angel, so beautiful. I feel so blessed. It's all been so worth it. All right. If Moore sounds extra gushy, that's because she's overcome a lot to get to this moment. The Detroit native who was raised by her grandmother and lives in Atlanta had yearned for a family of her own, but always seemed to come up short in the love department. With a series of failed relationships behind her, it's weird, she says. You can be surrounded by people, but if you don't have what you've longed for your whole life, and in my case, that's a family, you just feel lonely. Aww. Meeting New York restaurateur Mark Daly, 48 they're perfect age, okay, in 2016, changed all that. The couple wed in a romantic and intimate St. Lucia ceremony in June 2017 and immediately got to work at starting the family. We both want to start a family and soon, like right away, she told People at the time, we both want a child. Okay. They would even turn to in vitro fertilization for help. Moore spilling the good news of her baby to be back in March while taping the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10 reunion. But pregnancy brought its own challenges. At her first ultrasound, doctors couldn't see the baby's skeleton and worried Moore had a false pregnancy. Another visit had physicians concerned Moore was having an ectopic tubal pregnancy and would need to be terminated. Many scares along the way. Moore says, explaining she was seeing an OBGYN and she was seeing a specialist for high-risk pregnancy weekly, breath every time we went to the doctor. Aww. Then in late October, Moore tested positive for a preclinical condition marked by extreme fluid retention and high blood pressure that can lead to serious, even fatal complications. Okay, preeclampsia. Let's see. Moore first noticed swelling in her feet, but jokes, pregnant women, their feet swell. Days later, she visited her OBGYN and got on the scale. In 1 week, I had gained 17 pounds. Whew, she recalls. I was like, wait a minute, is this scale right? Because I remember specifically what my weight was, and at that point, I was at 203 already. And then when they weighed me, I was 220. And I was thinking something is not right here. Is the scale broken? I feel the same way, child. Further tests found protein in Moore's urine and heightened blood pressure. More signs of preeclampsia for short. More signs of preeclampsia. Doctors continued to monitor her and gave her more tests over the following days until they finally decided to pull the trigger. I called them to give them my blood pressure readings, and my readings was through the roof, and claiming Moore explains. They told me your condition is worsening, so get your bags and go straight to the hospital. You're delivering today. All right. Frightened and with Daly still on a plane to Atlanta. Oh, Mark was on a plane. Moore recalls bursting into tears. It was all happening so fast, she says. See, I started crying because I got so scared. I couldn't get a hold of Mark. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just remember feeling overwhelmed with emotions. It was really tough. Exactly. Imagine you're in labor. Well, imagine you're going through all of that, all right, and your husband is on a plane and is not answering. Oh, you know they would have played the heck out of that scene, trying to make it look like he's about to miss his own child's birth. Oh, Lord. Less than 12 hours later, Moore was on the operating table, pumped up with medication for herself and steroids to make sure her premature baby's lungs were developing properly. They actually made me wait until some of the other cases got out, or else it would have been sooner than that, she says. All right. Delivery was even harder. Moore's emergency C-section lasted a nightmarish 3 hours. Mark, who arrived in Atlanta with plenty of time, was in the delivery room by her side, of course. We saw this picture. Due to fibers in the way, she ended up being cut twice, horizontally and vertically. They couldn't get the baby out, she says. There were all these complications, and they knew if they cut into a fiber, I could potentially bleed out and die. Oh my goodness. So they ended up cutting me, wow, vertically too, to just get the baby out and make sure I survived the surgery. They were so scared they were going to lose me. At one point, more epidural. Wow. I need you guys to go and read the rest of the article, or I'll just go ahead and continue. When it was all over, my doctor said this was one for the books. Now, I don't want to address any of the mess. I want to stay positive. But for anyone to think this woman is going to sit here and come up with this elaborate story just to prove she had a child. Oh, let that hurt go, people. And this is just in general. Let that hurt go and be happy for this girl and this woman that God have blessed her. Okay? But give this woman a break. She almost died and went through all of this. And for y'all don't want to take that away from her, that is just sad. But let's go ahead and continue. Of course, all those hurdles were worth it. The woman Moore held her daughter for the first time, Both were crying, she said. She and her husband were crying. But calmness fell upon them the second Brooklyn was placed in Moore's arms. They laid her down on my chest, and those screaming cries stopped immediately. Moore recalls, she was just so perfect, so tiny, and just like that, all my dreams had come true. Brooklyn Doris, named after where the couple met and fell in love, as well as Moore's grandmother, was born nearly 6 weeks premature. Although her arrival was challenging, it's been smooth sailing ever since. We're so in love, Moore gushes. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, but she's such a tough baby, so determined, and every step of the way she keeps surviving and getting stronger. She's my miracle baby. There's no other way to describe it. She's my miracle baby. Oh, Kenya! So happy for her. I love to see people dreams come true. I love to see, people overcome, obstacles and things like that. I just love it. I love it. So I am so happy for Kenya Moore. I'm happy for Kenya Moore and Mark and, her husband Mark, and shout out to Mark, for being an amazing husband and being there for his family and all of that. Of course, that's expected. But, I be so focused on Kenya because, we have basically gotten to know her over the years, and sometimes I get so involved with the story that is like, hello, Mark be like, hello, I'm here, I'm the husband, I help in this process too. So I'm sorry, I had to come back and just add Mark in there. So congratulations to Kenya and Mark, and I'm happy for Kenya, Mark, and her entire family. I have to keep reminding myself, don't forget to include her husband in there. So first, when I did the recording, Kenya Moore basically posted a picture and went about her day, but now she's been back online and have been responding to people comments. So let me go ahead and read her responses to the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Paris Hilton. He runs a blog. She responded to his comments, his emojis. And you have Ash Nicole, Kenya, she is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Welcome, baby girl. She responded, thanks, Ash, and basically joked around that her son has a girlfriend. Portia, oh, Kenya, I can't take all this cuteness, Brooklyn and mommy. Kenya responded, I'm keeping an eye on her with the gift you sent. He. All right, let's see. She's perfect. Not where's mozzarella, miserable. Mozzarella Nini probably punching her keyboard somewhere. Yeah, stupid. I'm here for all this love and support Kenya is getting. Kenya and Portia's growth as women is amazing. Love Portia's and Kenya's growth. Typical example of why I don't take sides in people's fight. Call out both sides wrongdoing. Yes. Okay, go ahead and read the rest. Kenya seems like she's going to be an amazing mom to that little girl. Can't wait to see her season 12. Yeah. Even though I talked about one side getting the nice edit and the other side getting the not so great edit, it would have been nice to see them both together and pregnant, all of that. But yes, sisterhood. Even though she's not one of the people who left a comment, but I'm loving the support from Kenny, Cynthia, and Portia. I'm loving the sisterhood, but I had to do it. Oh man! For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, that's what Nene been saying in her interview when describing this season without Kenya. Sisterhood. As if the other seasons did not have sisterhood. But because Kenya is not there, she loved to throw shade. So I'm not trying to ruin Kenya's video by talking about Nene, but I just thought it was fitting to scream sisterhood in her words, watching all of this, little sisterly bonding going on between Kenny, Portia, and Cynthia, congratulating Kenya. Yeah, so all right. I'm Mafina Loves. Thank you all for the love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.